Hey everybody out there in Diablo 4 land! Your best streamer's back! Odin God. And guys, let me tell you something. This Necro came out way, way better than I thought he would. I only have one issue so far. It's takes time for me to kill the boss in level 100. I've done one. That's all I've done with him, but we're gonna do another one right now so I can show you guys. But first, we're gonna run through the gear. Okay, this is what I ended up with by the time I was level 100. All right. So very fortunately, we ended up with a Shaco. Okay, that helped my build tremendously, guys, tremendously. But even without the Shaco, I was still doing really good. Okay, and then I got this amazing armor. It has a lot of damage reduction in different ways. You know, armor, I added armor to it. Damage reduction from close, damage reduction from distant enemies. 12 damage reduction to shadow damage over time. So whenever I hit it with my shadow, I'll get damage reduction from there. Also, the actual bone storm gives me a barrier, so that makes things even better. And I went ahead and went with life on everything because I just feel comfortable like that. You can go, if you get stunned and you get hurt really bad while you're stunned and stuff, then use that. Whatever your build is lagging is what you want to do. But I tried to cover all my bases so I could actually put life. Okay, that's your preference, however you like it to be. It worked for me. So, and then I picked up these gloves here, How from below, and they're extremely good. They're a perfect roll on the damage part. Amazing. The build doesn't necessarily have to have them to work. I like the play style of it, so I went with them. You can replace this and put a different, attribute or whatever you want to put on it. Aspect is the word I'm looking for. But I like it. I like the way it works. I went with that. Okay. Obviously, whenever you hit unstoppable with these, your damage is going to skyrocket. So I would prefer that if you're going to do this build, if you have them, to use these. Not a necessity, but very good damage. Okay. A lot of people vary in this part here, but with the build being what it is, I went with this. This right here is not normally in this build, but guys, I played this thing in all kinds of different ways, and for me, my personal self, I like this aspect. It makes your bone storm last a long time, and I just feel that while the bone storm is up, you're doing a considerable amount of damage. When the bone storm is down, you're not. Okay, so with the cooldown that I have, along with the extra time that this is going to help the bone storm rotate, I usually, in most cases, I can hit it again, so I get to continuously keep it. So I like that one. Obviously, you're going to want to go with this in this build no matter what you do. This is a necessity, because without it, your damage is going to be extremely low, and you don't even want to, you don't want to go there. So definitely put that on your build. If you're going to follow my build perfectly, for sure, put it on there. I did get a very good one of these rings. I went through about 3 different ones before I actually got to the one I really liked, and I didn't know that the ring could drop in the game anywhere. A few bosses dropped them for me that wasn't the bosses you originally farm this for. So guys, if you farm that guy and you don't get it, when you're doing greater rifts, or not greater rifts, I'm so used to saying greater rifts, when you're doing nightmare dungeons, the bosses there can drop it too, in case you didn't know. I'm sure a lot of people know that, but if you didn't know, you can get it from them. Okay. This ring goes into the build. It makes the build even better than it already is. If you can get, it's got a good chance to erupt. Not very hard to get it to erupt. Okay, so it's something that's going to happen. I don't want to say occasionally. Let's say occasionally times 30. Okay, out of 100%. So occasionally times 30. So it's going to go off at least once every 10 seconds. Let's just say that. Okay, it might even be a little better now. Decibel Ammy. I replaced this. Well, I replaced this Ammy. I put this Ammy on in the place of the one I had. It actually had movement speed, and let me tell you something. When I lost that movement speed, I felt it. But the Ammy gives me Corpse Explosion, which the build is probably 70% based off of anyway. Okay, So I went ahead and sacrificed the movement speed. I'm going to try to roll movement speed back onto it. I'll take that healing off right there. I just haven't really, I've been doing Nightmare Dungeons so much that I haven't had time to go and do the runs to get your Forgotten Souls to fix this. Okay, this is going to get movement speed put back on it. Either that, or before I can do that, I'll find a better enemy. Not easy to find a better enemy than this, at least for me it hasn't been. Alright, now the build is pretty simple. Okay, the Shaco's giving me the 4 extra skills in case you want to know why that's there like that. Okay, so 1 here, here, and here. Because I like to hit them. I like that kind of stuff. Go ahead and max this out so you can get your extra damage and stuff. Well, actually it gives you a corpse, but that is damage because, you know, it's going to explode. Max this out to get that cooldown just as low as you can, and I went with leaves behind a corpse, obviously, because, you know, automatically with that ring is popping corpses. So of course you're going to want to go with this one. Max out your corpse explosion, because the more skills you have here, the more damage you're going to do. It's pretty basic. Okay. And you want to turn it into a darkness skill if you're going to follow my build here. This one's okay, but with the gloves on that I'm wearing, I go with this one. Okay. That's up to you too. This really helps getting your essence back because you're also going to constantly be cursing, and we'll get into that in a second. Okay. And then you're going to increase your damage, so max this one out. Okay. Head on down here. Go ahead and take this one because you're not only getting damage, you're also getting damage reduction. Okay, so max this. Go ahead and put 1 into your curse. If you have a Shaco. If you don't have a Shaco and you want to add more to it, if you have the extra points, that's up to you. Okay, and then I went with the cooldown because you know, you want that bone spirit, or not bone spirit, take of it, bone storm, to get its cooldown, you know, as efficient as possible to get it back. Okay. I went ahead and maxed this. You don't have to, but I just feel like it's better if you do. I have the extra points. Why not use them? I could have put some of the points here. If you don't want to max this out, you could put your points there. I have other things that's giving me a barrier and fortify and all that stuff, so I didn't. You want your, you know, you want to get that vulnerable damage, so I went with this instead of blood orbs because, you know, vulnerable's more damage, so why not? Max out every one of your shadows right here. Okay. This one you can only put 1 in if you do need the extra points to put them somewhere else. I just prefer to move fast. You're going to sacrifice all of your summonings to get the most out of them that you can. Go ahead and max this and this to get more. And then there's also a aspect that also gives you like more. I don't really think that's needed. I suppose if you wanted to put that somewhere and sacrifice something, I guess you could. I wouldn't. Okay. We're gonna, you know, obviously we're gonna go with Bone Storm and then your Shadow Blade. Okay. Paragon. All right, guys. There is so many different ways to do this Paragon stuff. This is for my style and the way that I play. This setup right here went the best for me. I tried 2 or 3 different ones. Using different glyphs and this and that and the other, and I have another Necro too that I was working on it with, not just this one. My other Necro has a lot of his glyphs maxed out, so glyphs, yeah. Anyway, so I came up through here. I went ahead and grabbed these for a little bit more resistance stuff. I haven't gone back over my Paragon tree since I hit level 100, so I might go back over it. If there's anything that I might be able to take some of this resist out and stuff like that, I might do it. We're gonna have to see when I go back over it. I don't know. If it's a lot of stuff I had to change, I'll probably just go ahead and make a quick video for you guys that goes back over the Paragon the way that I ended up going. Okay. If it is a lot of significant changes, but this works. I did a level 100 with it. It works. Okay. So I went with score here. It's pretty good. Okay. Then I shot up this way when I grabbed, like I said, I grabbed some armor and stuff here. I shot up this way. Went ahead over here and got this Wither. Wither is excellent for this build. Come up this way. I grabbed all of these, you know, damage over time, all that. Grab these over here. Went up here and grabbed this clip. Turtle. Okay, you're not worried about the minion part. You're just worried about the crowd control, right? And then some shadow damage off to the side. A little bit more shadow damage here. Shot over this way. Flesh Eater. It's the next one. And the Glyptus Turtle. You know, grab all the stuff that you can. I needed a little bit more resist, but like I said, I'm going to go back over it. So I grabbed a little bit more resistance stuff here. Got all of the dexterity nodes I could gather up in this area. Okay, so it's 66. Shot up this way, went into the new one, and it is, where's it at? Son of Death. Okay. Grab this one, grab the ones around it. Obviously you could pause this and you know, you can see the ones that I took. Okay, critical strike damage there. Come up through here, grab this one, darkness. Of course, I mean darkness. That's what we're doing. And then, you know, some more shadow damage, shot this way. After I gathered up all of the intelligence I could possibly muster here, I'd come up and went into this one. Essence. And then, you know, grabbed all the dexterity, of course, and like I said, you can pause it. I went this way, went that way, and this is Bloodbath. There you go. Alright. Now, let's see, and then here, like I said, you sacrifice, you grab this one here for more shadow damage. Okay. I went ahead and went with this one. Okay. And then, of course, your extra crit damage. Okay. Alright. Now, let's do it. So, we're going to go with this one right here. Wish me luck. These loading screens, man. Wow. What happened here? Total darkness. Did my game just crash? Are you serious right now? Really, Blizzard? Alright guys, I'm going to pause the video. Go ahead and upload the next video. And that's where I'll do the 100, okay? Because obviously my game crashed. I apologize. Out of my control. See you in the next video. Watch that Greater Rift 100 because I'm going to do it.